Okay, I am back. Are we talking about completionism still? And achievements? It's funny, for all the RPGs that I play, you'd think I'd be more of a completionist when it comes to RPGs. But I'm not. I'm actually a completionist when it comes to first-person shooters. Like, the number of Halo achievements I have is... it's pretty freaking high. Well, up until, like, you know, 4 and 5, but prior to that, oh man, I was such an achievement hunter on Halo. I platinumed the new Doom. For some reason, like, first-person shooters really make me want to get achievements. Chinook. Chinook. We need to look that up. Khemia? Chinook? Dragon's Grave fishing spot. That's a thing? Alright. I guess we'll go there. I don't know much about Star Ocean either. I just know that the lead dev kind of trolled Square Enix a couple of years ago at the showing. It was like, I'm not going to show any cutscenes. I'm going to show you some actual gameplay. that was it. It's like, I don't... like, this was during the Square Enix conference, and they'd just shown several RPGs in a row, and only cutscenes and no gameplay. Was that Star Ocean 4, Firewolf? Because if I recall correctly, nobody liked Star Ocean 4. But I do hear that if you play Star Ocean 2, you'll be pretty happy. And, yep, there's Mary saying Star Ocean 2. Star Ocean 2 is the one that everyone remembers fondly. And I think really the only reason that the series still lives on. Oh, Till the End of Time is SO3? Alright. Which one was SO4? Must be north. There's a couple of gathering spots over there. I don't remember there being fishing, but I might have not explored everywhere. That's a possibility. People love Star Ocean 4. Star Ocean 4 was actually in a recent episode of Gamers. Except they called it Space Ocean. Jeez, look at Star Ocean superfan Orbo. Knowing all the games. Can I bless your new knockoff USB controller with good luck and strong buttons? I would say that your faith is better placed in finding a good manufacturer than any blessing that I could give your controller. It's just better to save up and buy a quality controller than spend the same amount of money buying cheap ones until you get one that works. Mary, you weren't around yesterday morning. We played some more of that game. Melty Blood. We played more Melty Blood yesterday, Mary. Like, F it, I'm going again. Nope, Flay has not graduated yet. I thought it was a 3-year high school. Apparently it's a 4-year high school, and Flay was only 1 year ahead of us. This should be his last year, because it's also Tony and, whatever her name is, the blonde. It's their last year also. Flay suggested to the party that he might not graduate, to stick around. I don't want to fight you, actually. I'm looking for fish. Renee! Thank you. Well, you know what this calls for. Murder. I think the main reason that Flay has continued advancing, despite not, like, going to finals and taking tests and things, is I'm fairly sure that the faculty is just trying to get rid of him at this point. Like, please, we need you to graduate so that you'll go away. It amuses me that he's the combat instructor in Khemia too, because that leads me questioning, like, Who on, like, the board of directors for the school was like, hey, remember that Flay kid? Let's hire him as a teacher. How did that happen? Or did Flay just show up one day and declare that the job was his and nobody felt like arguing with him? I think the latter is probably more likely. Mining up ahead, isn't there? That is bullshit! Wow, no poison counter? Go this way. Shit, we should have put Muppy back in the group for AP. Been over here yet. So glad that's not a restaurant. been so mad at myself if that had been a recipe. Forced updates. Truth, you can turn off updates unless they took away the ability to turn off updates in Windows 10, which is a terrible idea. I'm still on Windows 7. I manually approve updates before they happen. Not in Windows 10? You can't... Wow. God, that's terrible. Wow. Why would they do that? Man, I'm so glad that, like, Linux gaming is becoming more and more of a thing, because the closer I am getting to Windows 10, the more I'm just going to switch over to having my machine be a Linux box. Because that's terrible. Not having to keep track of updates manually is really convenient. Well, Scotty, you've been able to do automatic updates since at least Windows XP, maybe Windows 2000. I do updates manually so I can pick and choose which ones I want. It also gives me about a week's notice to find out if there's going to be any updates that break my computer. Mary, the two of us can suffer through Linux together then. I say suffer, but like, I like Linux, I just wish it was more freaking user-friendly. Growing up in a Windows environment has really made, just Windows easy for me. Linux isn't easy. Not to me. I know Linux people will say, it's easy, but it's... If the shell worked more like DOS, I'd be okay with it. Speaking of auto updates, did you all see that CC Cleaner's latest update had a major security flaw that infected literally everyone who had the auto update installed? I don't have auto update installed. I am so glad right now. Oh, it can, Red Mage. You just have to work around it. With enough fiddling, you can get Linux to run pretty much anything. Oops! No, you were supposed to attack, not tank. I use CCleaner, but I don't have auto updates on it. Because why would I do that to myself? CCleaner is like a much better disk cleanup tool. Oh yeah, no, the thing about Linux is that it's not... Nothing about Linux is plug and play. You're not going to be able to just put in a disk and expect it to run. And that's really where Linux fails compared to Windows and even Mac, is it's not just going to run. You have to be fairly knowledgeable about both computers and Linux specifically if you're going to be gaming on Linux. How? Vane, how did we miss that? I have Ubuntu on both of my laptops. My old laptops that I picked up at pawn shops for cheap. The first thing I do is I clean them out, and then I install Ubuntu on them. And they're great, because, like, you know, I can LAN with the kids sometimes without any trouble at all. I don't rely on Linux, because it is a pain to me for just everyday gaming use. I was running Linux as my main operating system back when StarCraft II Wings of Liberty came out, and that is actually what forced me back into Windows. Because when I finally did get Wings of Liberty running, it turned out that Linux would only use a single core of my processor at the time. So I had to play Wings of Liberty on the lowest settings when I built the computer around being able to play it at the highest settings. So I was like, nope, fuck this noise. I'm installing Windows. I gotta get my StarCraft 2 off. It'd be nice if we just have more developers and publishers support Linux out of the box right away. I need to look into something that lowers game volume when I speak. So, the software that comes with... Fuck this monster. The software that came with the Elgato... Let me just turn down the game volume a little bit. Okay, we're back. So, the software that comes with the Elgato can do that, but the software itself isn't very good, which is why I use OBS, and I don't know of any way to do that in OBS. No, I didn't do anything bad. I adjusted the in-game volume. It messed with the proportion. What? God damn it! Oh, no, that's easy. Hang on. Boop. There we go. So yeah, I don't know of any way to use OBS to automatically drop the game volume when I am speaking. And I don't want to use Elgato's software to stream because it's like bloaty as hell and super inefficient. Not to mention, it makes a backup video of everything that I do and eats up hard drive space very quickly. So I would rather just drop game volume by like 10%. Oh my god, it's another fishing spot. I didn't think they existed. I thought we were just going to fish at the same spot the entire game. Hey look, it's a Chinook. We should see how many of those we actually need. You know, we probably haven't fought this... Oh no, it's a trout! I was going to guess that that was a monster. Wow, he just wants one. Alright, well, let's do some more fishing. I'm pretty sure we're going to be able to synthesize some new stuff. Well, yeah, duh, Mary, I get that. I just didn't know that this fishing spot was here. He's calling me. Nobody I know. From Minnesota. Probably roof inspections. Been getting a lot of free calls for free roof inspections. You've probably seen signs up in the area. We're offering free roof inspections. No, I don't want one. But sir, it's free. We just need to know when you're going to be home. Like, I don't want one. Take me off your list. Well, I don't think you're listening to what I have to say. This is a free inspection. I don't want it. Yeah, and I'll switch to the other spot shortly. I want to make sure that I've found everything that I can here. Oh, I get plenty aggressive with telemarketers. I'll cut them off, and I'll be like, no, you listen to me right now. I told you I am not interested. Now I want you to take me off of your list right now. There's nothing else that you need to say aside from, yes, sir, and then hanging up. That's what I sound like. I'm talking to telemarketers. I get out my dad voice, my serious dad voice. Whoa, that was way off. That's not aggressive. What am I supposed to do? Curse at him? Yell at him? You can be firm without being a dick. A lot of these people are just trying to make a living themselves. Oop. Hey, we found a monster. But it's also morning. Also, I've worked at a call center before. Unless somebody, like, overtly sucks at their job, I'm not going to be a dick to them on the phone. They've probably had a longer day than I, and probably have already been subjected to a lot of verbal abuse. You know, just being polite yet firm with people can go a long way. You don't just have to immediately jump to asshole just because you don't want to be talking to them. Okay, I think we've found everything that we can over here. Let's go hit the other mining spots and then we'll head out. My big problem with telemarketer is that there's a woman by the name of Wanda Adams who has been using my phone number for years whenever she has to put her phone number in somewhere. So I get tons of telemarketer calls and people looking for her. And she owes a lot of money to somebody too. Like, I keep getting private investigators calling me looking for her. I don't know who this woman is, but she's awful. Oh yeah, Mary, if they just, like, suddenly get really rude, then for sure I get rude back. No! Damn it! It's been reported, Truth. There's nothing that can be done about it. Or nothing that they're willing to do about it. Even if I could track down enough information to sue her for it, like, all she needs to do is just not show up in court or not receive the lawsuit, since that kind of thing needs to get served to somebody. Like, it's actually remarkably hard to take somebody to court in the US. Like, you'd think that we're all very lawsuit happy, but really, people get out of them all the time. I actually had an employer who still owes me a paycheck. The state wasn't able to do anything to him. The Better Business Bureau wasn't able to do anything to him. Nobody was able to do anything to him because he wouldn't accept getting served any paperwork. All he would do is he would just move. Cafeteria? Is that where he is? What? Oh, he's in the dungeon. I don't know how I read dungeon as cafeteria. just thinking about food. Right? Now you're thinking about food too? Check the grow book. Maybe those new fish that we got will give us the ability to make some new stuff. No, 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 no. Actually, if anybody's got something food-related, it's probably going to be Nikki. Kona! Oh, there you are. You have to wait. Can you wait, like, 5 minutes? Lay down. Lay down. Okay? I'm going to be taking my break soon. Alright? You gotta lay down and wait, though. If you'd just gone out 40 minutes ago when I tried letting you out, you probably wouldn't have to hold it right now. Oh, she wandered off. Better not have been to pee on the carpet. Huh. I don't think it was involved. The globe, the supreme toy that spins for eternity. We need to make a globe. It's finally caught up to us. Raw comet ore. Mana Khemia, raw comet ore. Wow, that's wonderful, Google. Mikimi Aurora Commodore. Mana Khemia Comet ore. What? No. Jesus. No, I'm not searching for Jesus. God damn it, Google. I was singing your praises about voice recognition for a while, and now it's just gone out the window. No, not Oregon. I wasn't even using voice. Stop. Or stop auto-completing. Fuck. Mining spots in the Wind Corridor Abyss. Are they both weak to fire? They're both weak to fire. YouTube has just withdrawn the ability to post links to Patreon unless you monetize. Fuck YouTube lately, man. You know what? I've been getting hit with more copyright strikes recently, too. Or not copyright strikes, but claims. Like, they just recently ran through, like, all of my Banner Saga videos, of all things, with a ton of music copyright claims. Naturally, from some company I've never heard of. Wait, is this the way I want to be going? I want to go this way. I was just being quiet truth. I didn't really have anything to add to the conversation, and I'm walking. YouTube's been getting worse and worse lately, but, like... Fuck. Twitch has been doing weird stuff lately, too. I don't know, it's like these companies are actively trying harder to make it difficult for the current brand of content creator. It doesn't affect me too much, because I'm not really that big in the first place. But looking at it, it's like... I don't understand some of the actions that they've been taking. I think that's just all fruit. Let's go south. Am I playing the Khemia sequel? Not anytime soon. I have a list of games I need to play. I need to finish out Xenoblade Chronicles. I need to do Final Fantasy XII. And post-content of DQ11. You see my problem, though. And it's going to get worse, too, in getting caught up with everything, because my Patreon has now started to actually backslide. I have less coming in through Patreon now than I did at the beginning of the month. So there's no way we're going to hit the Mother 3 marathon. I'm pretty sure that I'm going to have to spend next month looking for a job and just get back on the job hunt as quickly as possible, because the longer you go without being employed, the harder it is to find a new job. Like, I wanted to give it more time, but with my Patreon not having grown at all this month and instead just backsliding, it really feels like it'd be worthless for me to spend the entirety of October not doing anything. I didn't say it's impossible, it's just, it's a lot harder to get a good job without a recent history of employment. That would be awesome, Mary.
Something?
Well, yeah. See, that's the way it used to be, Truth. Like, if I was just trying to go off of ad revenue alone, then I would have needed a much larger fan base, but I'm getting close to 8,000 subscribers on YouTube now. And if 1 in every 3 of them only patroned me $1 each month, it would be fine. That is 1 in 3 people out of my subscriber base only donating $1 a month. So I thought that it'd be possible, but I guess I am still too far away from it. Yeah, even factoring in ad revenue, factoring in Twitch subscriptions. It barely brings me close to half of minimum wage. It did grow a lot, Mary. But looking at the charts and the graphs for everything, it's almost exclusively due to Dragon Quest. Dragon Quest 11 is the main cause of growth, and since that's over, and also that sharp spike in growth only lasted for a week. I shall endeavor to keep up on my Japanese studies. It would be nice to turn that into a money-making skill. Thank you. Man, Buster Star is doing work. That really saved us. Okay, it is time for me to take another break. Not a moment too soon. When I come back, we will finish making this globe. Thank you for watching, folks. Be back soon. No, Truth, the JLPT only comes around like once a year, and I'm not at N5 level yet, so it'd be kind of a waste of time for me to spend the money and make the trip to do it. Right now, anyways.